Okay, we're going to do another recording for CIS 102 here, and we're going to do a packet tracer from Chapter 5. We're going to start off with the first one. And this one here is basically just going to be about entering command lines in the CLI for the router. So step 1 is going to be activating or getting into the terminal emulation software on the PC. And then we're going to connect to the router. Step 2, let's move that over there and we'll follow along as we go. Okay, so for step 2, it wants us to type in question mark. And then we have executable commands. And then it wants us to type E question mark. And we have enable and exit are available commands. And then if we repeat the process with the N question mark, we get enable. Is the only command that starts with EN. And then we're now in the next level of privilege mode. I think it's called exec mode, because we now configure the router. Before we could only use like ping and trace route. Let's see. Now we're going to practice using the tab key. We're going to type in C and hit tab, and nothing's going to happen. And then we're going to type and then hit tab, and that doesn't do anything. But if we add the F, it will magically bring up the configure. And now we're going to go ahead and use a question mark. And the only configure command it shows is configure. Maybe I needed a space for that to work. There we go. Configure terminal. Configure from the terminal. And then the CR here means there aren't any more commands capable. So let's go over and see what they want us to do next on this. Explorer error. Okay, so we're going to type in CON and hit enter. Ambiguous command or incomplete command. Now let's spell configure terminal, but misspell it. And it will indicate that terminal is misspelled there. If you recall previous, you can either press the up key, or you can press Control P. And you can keep scrolling back through the previous 10 commands. Down arrow key or Control N to get back. Alright, that covers those two. We can use the show history command. That'll give us the last 4 commands we entered. It does up to up to 10 commands, but we only have entered a few. Okay. And then they wanted us to talk about commands that can be used when in user mode and user exec mode. Basically, user exec mode is any command that lets you change things on the router. So there's a lot more commands than that. The user mode, you can only use basically, like I said, ping, traceroute, and a few of the show commands I believe are available in that. Okay, so that'll wrap this video up, and we'll get on to the next one here in a little bit.